And welcome to Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win. Joining us in studio today is a friend of show, friend of life, friend of love, friend of Brody's, friend of all of ours, everyone's favorite guest on the show, Brian Sportsman Redban.
What's up, guys?
Meow, meow.
Back from his very successful European Crush Tour, in which he got to do Kill Tony all over the UK. Welcome, bud. It's been a
Thanks,
while.
guys.
We're glad to have you on under these very somber, sad times in the LA comedy community.
A whole comedy community.
Whole comedy. I think New York is sad, too.
Yep.
Seattle's got to be sad. Arizona's got to be sad.
I saw Arizona State's baseball team did a moment of silence for him.
Oh, really?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Do we have that? Can we see that anywhere?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I saw it on Twitter, so John, you could probably pull it up.
I saw it somewhere on the internet.
That'd be great.
But all this time, I never knew. Apparently, he pitched baseball. I never knew. All this
can't
time
believe
he's
it.
been on the show.
He looked like a pitcher. He should have pitched.
He should have talked about it. I would have.
There it is.
That's it.
Let's see it.
Oh, I'm glad there's a fucking ad for it.
Oh. There it is. Okay. We're sorry for the ad people.
Pitcher and comedian, Brody Stevens.
Attendance was pretty weak that day.
Hey, it's a moment of silence.
It's college baseball.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
And now performing the anthem today,
Brody's mom.
Probably some fucking chick with 8-year-old with no arms.
No, probably some awesome black stripper in Arizona because they got them next level out there.
And they love to sing. That's one
They
thing we know
love
about
to
black
sing.
strippers.
Yeah, do you see the Cubs, the guy,
Manager.
the manager? He said it. It was also on MLB.com.
Aw, and then they were. That makes me sad, dude. Festival of Sports. He had so many festivals. He really was the festival king. Festival of Friendship.
That was his last tweet.
Yeah,
Festival.
He's like, I'm looking. Yeah.
Wants to do more festivals. Yeah.
Well, he's doing one. He's doing the big festival in the sky.
Probably killing.
Yeah. He's probably bitching about spots right now in heaven. Yes. He's like, why
he's
does
learning all the
Jesus
street
God
names.
go up all the time?
No, he's learning all the street names in heaven. Glory Boulevard. I've been there.
Hey, Jason, where are you going to be?
I'll be at the Comedy Store this weekend, and that's all I really got. I'm kind of laying low right now.
Okay. Zumock.
Boom. Comedy spot.
Stop.
And that one's really difficult to wrap our minds around.
It's John Madden.
We're looking forward to him coming out here next week. He's always been a fixture during spring training. Played ball at Arizona State, where he talks about how funny he was, but just a nice man. Great heart, kind heart, and really in the midst of the conversation. So we want to extend our sympathies to his family as well.
Before I was interrupted,
Go on.
I'm at the Comedy Spot in Scottsdale Friday and Saturday. Next week, House of Comedy, Minnesota, Mall of America. And
Bronson.
Thursday, I'm doing Dolph Ziggler and Sarah Tiana show at the Mall of America. So come on out to that.
There's
bitch.
a lot of malls, dog. A lot of malls.
Festival of Malls.
Festival of malls. Hey, my good friend Brian Redban, where will you be?
We got a bunch of Kill Tonys. We just did a new Philadelphia dates, and we're going to have 3 Kill Tonys there. They keep on selling out, so that's a good thing. Philadelphia.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We also have a show next Monday at the Comedy Store with Tom Segura and a bunch of other people. So.
All right.
I was at the Comedy Store yesterday watching Kill Tony, and the Brody soundboard, Redban was on it with
Yeah.
Kreischer. It was great.
I found this old phone. It took me forever to find this old cell phone.
I remember when he had that app that was all of his things.
He
I
used to have
forgot about
he used
that.
to have a soundboard app, and you can't get it anymore. And so I was like trying to get it, and then I was like, you know what? I have an old phone
Couldn't
somewhere.
you set your ringtone to one of them as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I found this old cell phone that had that soundboard. So I spent all day just taking all the sounds from it and putting it in my soundboard. So I now have like 100 Brody sayings. So last night on Kill Tony, it sounded like Brody was there out of nowhere. It was just like, enjoy it. And you're like, what the fuck? This is crazy. You know?
I'm going to watch that.
Yeah,
dude.
it's fun.
So tonight is Comedy Chaos. I believe it's either close sold out or sold out. So if you can get a ticket, go grab that. Thursday night at the Dojo of Comedy. It's the Dojo of Comedy night. We got Whitney Cummings, Michael Rappaport, Ryan Sickler, the Lucas brother, a couple other fucking unknown names. I think Zumock's gonna be there as well.
Yeah, way to bury the lead.
Okay. He's gonna be there. The following week is the inaugural Brody Stevens Festival. It's the Enjoy It Brody Stevens Festival of Friendship. That is the first of what will be a yearly thing. My goal is to produce this thing every year, once a year, and I've already talked to other clubs about doing it all on the same day. So we have multiple shows going to help raise mental awareness and suicide prevention. We're also going to help out his mom. I don't know how his mom is doing, but anything she needs from all this, whether it's every dollar or some of the dollars, will all go to her.
I hope somebody's checked in on her, and everything like that.
Yeah, I think there are tomorrow. Adam Egett, Steve Simone, and Steve Randolph are meeting with the family at Brody's apartment to clean up and to discuss what the next step is. I promise you this. Not one of these dollars will ever go into my bank account. I've already informed the Comedy Store. Keep the check and do with it as the family wants. And if that includes helping the mother out, I would prefer that. And so that's where we're at. I will be with Eddie Bravo, a tinfoil hat in Washington, D.C. I believe the 8th is at Spokane. We are a 9 o'clock show, and then the following day we are in Tacoma. We're doing a 4:20, 4:30 show on that Saturday the following. And then
that's not D.C. That's the state.
That's state. Thank you, dude.
Dumbass.
Dumbass. Oh, Chad.
I was
man,
looking at
so
it.
close.
I was looking at the penalty box button.
And then I will be in Arizona on the 20.
You got it, Arizona.
28th. We're at the House of Comedy. Again, a tinfoil hat. And then just announced Tucson. We're going to be at 919 Tool, Eddie Bravo, myself, Tucson. You can get all those tickets, samtripoli.com.
Yes.
Holla at your boy. Guess who I got a text from? Judd Apatow.
No way.
Get the fuck out.
Oh God. Oh my God. What did he say? Because you was hilariously. You did a great tweet to him. Where is that tweet?
No, we don't got to show that. But the point is this: there's a moratorium on this difference in opinion. Again, I've said before, I have no problems with him, the person. It's comedy, but that's put aside for this thing. He's doing his own for Brody Stevens at Largo.
Really?
So they asked me where they should donate the money.
Does it bother him Brody really didn't care for him?
Well, I don't. Hey, dude, you can't do that, bro.
Jesus. That Kickstarter, yeah. Don't forget about that Kickstarter.
Yeah.
What's that up to right now?
GoFundMe. It's go to my Twitter. You can go there and you can find it's donate. I know it was almost up to 15 grand, I think.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
24 hours. It was great.
And to be honest with you,
What'd you say about Judd Apatow?
Shut up, dude. You're such a piece of shit. Yeah.
So what did he say?
You want me? I mean, I don't want to read it,
No, I
but
just
it's
wanna,
basically like, hey, man, we're running a show. I'd love to know where we can donate the money. And that's really all it is, man.
Oh,
He's kissing your ass.
No, he's not.
No.
He's
It's fine.
puffing out his chest a little.
Maybe. I mean, I'm your Huckleberry.
He's
you
like,
know,
look at my Brody benefit. It's going to be way better.
Whoa. You know what that sound means?
It's time for us to take off a piece of clothing.
I'm starting off with my socks.
By the way,
Taking
you had
my
the
pants
funniest line. What do you look like today, Jayson Thibault?
What did I say? That
You look like
I
a
used to write country music, but it wasn't that good.
Brian, so tell us about Europe, man. How was it?
It was cool. We started off in Ireland, and we ate oysters in Ireland. And
Does that sound like a good idea?
No,
When you
I mean,
go,
I don't know.
Hey, dude,
I'm
we're
an
in
oyster
Ireland.
fan.
What do we do when we're in Ireland? Eat oysters.
Yeah, I love oysters though. So when I'm in a restaurant and they have oysters, I usually try them out. But it was a bad idea. I slept walk. Here's another thing that happened. I got really wasted in Ireland, and then I went back to the hotel.
That's what you do in Ireland.
Yeah, and then the middle of the night, I slept walked to go to the bathroom, and I went right out my front door of my hotel room, only wearing boxers.
Classic.
Oh, I love
move.
that.
I pee in the hallway.
Perfect.
And then I tried to go. I thought I heard Tony in like another room, so I start banging on this door. And then when I'm like knocking on this door, I suddenly wake up. I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? And then I look down and I'm like, I'm not wearing clothes, and I had no way to get back in.
Did you yell America?
No.
Fuck yeah.
No,
And you peed
then-
in the hallway?
And I peed in the hallway, the huge puddle in front of my door. So then I had to like get in the elevator.
You're almost
like
50, dude.
I know. And it was like 7 a.m. So there's like all these people like leaving the hotel, and you just see this hairy fat white guy with no clothes on go to like, and I'm like, I need my I left my key inside the room, and the guy's like, oh yeah, this happens all the time.
I
I'm
bet
like, and
it
I'm like,
happens all
oh
the time.
thanks. And that sucked. I've never done that before.
This
but-
guy knows how to party.
So what
Wow.
do we put in? If you want to find the GoFundMe, what do you GoFundMe put in? Believe it?
Brody Stevens. Just put
Brody
in
Stevens, Believe It, and all that stuff. So
It's up to $13,000 in
that's
one
great,
day.
man. That's great, dude. Hopefully it's gonna go to.
Why does it say Sam Tripoli Chase bank account below that?
It doesn't, dude.
I'm just fucking
It
around.
doesn't. Yeah, I got a lot of shit. People were giving me a lot of shit on Twitter that it
about
was
what?
very vague. You know, I know there's been some really
What's vague?
shady GoFundMes. They were trying to say I was in. First of all, I didn't set this up. I was added as administrator by the two ladies who set it up. And I got told that it was vague. What's the mental health thing? Am I going to, you know? And I'm like, dude, at the time it was a $10,000 limit. I go, do you think $10,000 is enough for me to lose the respect of all my friends and peers in the fucking comedy community? It's like, it's $10,000.
Yeah.
Can you change it to like, if it gets to 15, can you just
Yeah,
keep,
you just keep
on
going.
all right.
You
Sweet.
just keep going.
We already did a Patreon for it, but I wanted to ask Brian where he was when he got the news and how he heard it.
I was, little Esther sent me a message and goes, what's up? And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then she's like, did you hear somebody, I think Howard Kramer, is that his name?
Yeah, he broke it.
He put it, and then I started searching everywhere else, and there was no other news about it, like on Facebook. And I'm like, I don't know if that's real. Like it seems like a joke. And then of course I texted Brody, and then I texted Don Barris, and Don Barris goes, yeah, I just talked to his manager, and so that's when I found out. And yeah, that was rough. That was I mean, this whole weekend has been really rough. Hanging out at the Comedy Store, you know, it's just been, you know,
Yeah, I had to quit. I
yeah.
went there Friday, which was brutal. And
Yeah.
Saturday, it was even worse. That's what we all kept saying. Saturday was
Yeah.
even worse, and then I've been back.
Yeah, they you know, I know through the social media that it's been like a bombardment of everybody sharing their memories, and that's been really nice. But I just feel like I haven't seen him in 100 years.
Yeah.
It's been 5 days.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen him in 100 years.
There's so much content of Brody, though. Luckily, you know, like there's so many videos that
It's
like,
going to take us all our
yeah.
lives to get through.
I mean, I've sat and watched. Like, I watched him on the old Rogan appearance where he came out as 10% gay, and that was one of the
great.
funniest things. Like, I was
Them
howling
negotiating what
laughing.
percentage was
Yeah,
just
and we got up to
hilarious.
like 86% or something like that. If you want to laugh your ass off on YouTube, just type in Brody 10% gay, and somebody put together like a 15-minute video, and it's the top one, and that is like one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. And I was there. I don't even remember it being that funny, but it was great.
You know what pisses me off? I would talk with Brody about his TV show Enjoy It, and he wanted Comedy Central to put it out. You couldn't even buy it. But now he's dead. They like put it out for everybody. I'm like, he was fighting for this when he was alive. It pisses me off.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
I love how blue the background is.
Yeah, that's when I used to fuck with lighting all the time. Now it's all just brick.
Racist? Are you talking about
No, I'm
Asian
positive
people?
energy. I go to Panda Express.
He's had some pixelation in his mouth from a man.
I have not, and that's
Brian,
not correct.
why would you
Brian,
even
take
say
that
that?
back. Brian,
If you don't take that back, that's going to get out there.
that has never ever happened, and I never ever wanted to do that.
It's out there.
Thank
It's
you.
too late. Tom.
That
Just
beard,
just
I
put it out
miss
there.
that
What is this
beard.
10% you keep saying? Why do you keep saying 10%?
Well,
Why does Brian keep saying 10%?
it's a running joke based in truth. I had some issues. I had some situations in my life, and I like to put numbers on things. And based on these factors and experiences and thought processes, we came to the number of 10% gay. I'm open with it, you know? And it's not,
What did you just say?
it's not
I don't
like,
understand what you just said. What you just said was a statement that would really work if everybody knew what you were saying. But I don't know what you're saying. So what you're saying is a 10% gay, I'm open with it. What does that mean? Does that mean you're 10% gay?
I came out on my podcast probably like 6 months ago.
You came out 10%.
Yes. It's so funny. I don't-
Is there any beers in there, Jamie? Get me a beer.
Tarzana.
Forces Rogan to drink.
no, we don't have to talk.
Hand that ashtray over this way.
An ashtray. Joe needs a beer and an ashtray. A cigar.
And it's also based on when you were in the Philippines or Taiwan, isn't it? That you.
Yeah, that factored in too.
Did you know, Joe? Did you know any of this story?
I heard rumors online, but since I love Brody like a brother, since we were brothers in the art of stand-up comedy, since we are old school Comedy Store brethren,
It's having fun. Having fun matters.
it does, and that's why you should tell us about what happened in Thailand.
It wasn't fun. It was.
You enjoyed it.
No, everybody, people hung out. You know, it's
People hung out.
Cops come, fucking buildings on fire, bodies are everywhere. What happened? People hung out.
look, without giving
Okay.
without giving too much away. We do explain it in my show.
Wait a
When you
minute,
go to
are you
Bangkok,
gonna leave us hanging here?
no, I'll tell you, but I don't want to give it away because if people see it on the show, you got a big audience.
They'll
you
see
know?
it on the show again.
Well,
They'll
I don't
enjoy
wanna
it even
give
more.
away- okay.
Listen, trust me, this is a puzzling case. People are going to want to examine this from every angle. They're going to want to find out. I guarantee you, the amount of people that download that Ice House Chronicles, where you brought this up, they're going to go through the roof. What number, Brian?
42.
He
Whatever.
doesn't know.
Figured it out.
Okay, all I'm saying is I went to Bangkok. We had fun. You go to an area where they have all these different bars, and they
People
have
get
the
together.
they have the get-togethers, the ping pong balls, the
Beard, dude.
the,
That thing
the
is.
young Vietnamese girls who will sit next to you for a Coca-Cola, that kind of thing. May you watch them dance. They'll dance for you. They'll sit by your side. They smell good. Sometimes they're topless. If you really want to be with them, you can spend the money, and it's actually not that much. Okay? I want to say that. So they have a few
I wanna
areas
say
like
that.
A lot of the Westerners hang out and go there. It's fun. It's different.
Simple.
It's simple. It's simple. And then you go upstairs, and then it's a little different. You're getting a little like, whoa, that looks a little different in there. The bone structure's interesting, but I see some other people dancing. And then there's this one club that you go in, and it's like, I guess, the best one up there, and it's just, they're having a party. It's fun. The girls look like girls, but you can tell, like, maybe some are guys, I guess, but it was one of these ladyboy bars, and we're hanging out there having fun, and they'll, you know, they will touch you. They're very forward. They will touch your leg, but they look like girls. They smell like girls. They look like girls. They've had the treatments, and you're sitting there,
They've had
and
the
you're
treatment.
alone by yourself. You're in Bangkok. You're working on Hangover 2. They touch. And it's normal to get aroused. And
I like how he's telling
it
himself.
was
It's
interesting.
normal.
And I knew I was 16 hours away, time zone from America. And I know comedians have gone down to Brazil or Thailand. There's a whole history of it. So I didn't really pursue it there, but I thought about it. And then maybe I came back on another night. I go, you know, people have thought I was
I
gonna be
came
You
back
said
and
maybe? No, you came back, right?
well, I was there for like 2 weeks in
Right.
Thailand.
But
you
why are
know.
you saying maybe I came back?
Well,
Because
I'm gonna
now
get-
you're making the story confusing.
Okay, well, one. All right, I came back another night. I said maybe I will come back.
That's not what you said. There's a reason
All
why
right,
we stopped.
stop it. That
Oh
was
my
great.
God.
It gets into some hilarious shit where he's talking about his childhood, how like everyone like made fun of the way he walked, and he goes, "I think I became a little gay then." You know, like it's ridiculous.
We'll get into that. We'll watch that.
Yeah, watch
dude.
that.
I went to so many Brody loopholes this weekend, just going down these YouTube rabbit holes.
Okay.
Yeah.
man.
I couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been super Santo sad. Super sad, dude.
You know, what's so funny is that, you know, you talk about how, like, the Arizona State baseball team had a moment of silence, and Joe Madden did that nice thing for him, and you don't know how much you touch people. And a friend of mine lives in Finland and sent me, I'm going to post it, I haven't posted it yet, but sent me an article. In the front page of the Finnish newspaper, in Finnish, it says, "The star of the Hangover movies passes away." I'm like, you motherfucker, you got that joke
Star.
in again one more fucking time. Right?
That's so nice.
Honestly, he
Other side of the world in another
The
language.
star of the Hangover.
Hey, you should ask
Right.
Judd why he cut out Brody Stevens from Funny People.
yeah, that's
yeah,
a good.
or let us at least see the footage because it's not on the Blu-ray.
All right.
That text him.
No,
You got his phone number.
there's a moratorium on this shit.
Because that's one
right
thing he
now.
always jokes about, you know, being cut out of Funny People.
This is a moratorium on this shit.
I don't know what the advertising budget was for the Hangover films.
Oh, here it is.
That's
Look
a
at this. Can you
translation of
send it to him?
Yeah, I'll send it
so
to
he could
Johnny.
look it up and we could show it. Send it to. He's gonna send you the Finnish story of Brody. You
But the
know?
budget was for the Hangover films, but I guarantee Brody did more advertising for that film than anyone in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Just the plugs alone on
Yeah, for
podcast,
sure, dude.
stage.
Brody Stevens was my first podcast
Kiss?
Death Squad at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was before I even had that in my living room where we did Naughty Show, or in the bedroom. It was in my living room, and it was our first time we had Benji on, and it was the first time meeting Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, really?
And it was really weird and awkward for me because he wanted Tony on the show really bad, and I'm like, wait, who's this guy? Tony No, that's Esther's ex-boyfriend that calls at 4 a.m. and you know, and I have to like yell at him like, stop calling my girlfriend when I was dating.
Oh, dude, that's some fucking shit
yeah,
right there.
yeah. And so, but the first episode,
So you guys are Eskimo brothers.
yeah, but
That should be the name of Kill Tony, Eskimo brothers.
But the first episode was called Brody Stevens Experiment Number 1. I was like, fine, you know, Brody, if that's who you want on the show, you know, I'll have a little Esther stay in the bedroom, you know, and hide in the
She's
bedroom.
used to it. Get in
And
the kitchen or the bedroom.
It was so awkward for me though, like having.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is that still up? Can you release it again?
Yeah, it's back up. It's still on YouTube. If you just type in Brody Stevens Experiment Number 1.
Oh, man.
It's really weird to see.
So weird.
Oh, my God.
What year was that? Like 2000?
The 40s.
8 years ago, maybe 9 years
40s,
ago.
Dude, that was just the beginning of something amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, Death Squad will always be like, when you talk podcasts, you cannot talk podcasts without Death Squad. Death Squad is the OG of this shit.
You used to
So
say
all of
Death
us
Squad
came
till
from-
I die. You always said that to me.
Death Squad till I die, dude.
That's
Now
where all of us
listen,
came from.
Yeah, and it was so popular that Bill Simmons jacked the format of putting all the same podcasts on one feed, and he did the same thing for the longest time.
Podcast Network.
Yeah, Bill Simmons.
Who's Bill Simmons?
He's the
Sports
sports
commentator.
fan. Sports fan. He knows.
Okay.
Here it is, dude. Here it
Now,
is.
if you scroll down, or is that the actual article?
Oh, there we go. Terrible. Oh, that's what the name of the movie is in that. It looks like Clan Man, but it's
But if
like,
you scroll down, if that's been my actual photo, oh no, that's the actual article.
yeah.
Because in the photo below the picture, she like translates the article for you.
Comedy Central calculated time. What do you think that is?
I like this. 2011, she was hospitalized.
Oh, because this is the translation of it.
He was hospitalized for bipolar disorder. They don't pull any punches, huh? He was
I mean,
also
that's just the
known as a-
archaic translation of it.
enthusiastic baseball player / as a fan. As a player, he pitched Finland.
I was working on the radio back in Cleveland when Brody had his meltdown. Were you guys around when that was going down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
all of us were around.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Did you visit him in the hospital when I know a lot of comics went to the hospital and visited
I did.
him? I didn't go.
I was in distress.
Yeah.
I was calling Brody, what's going on, man? I'm super sad. I called him a bunch of times the other day, but when I found out, but then I was confirmed.
I called his phone yesterday just to hear his voicemail.
I thought
Does he
about
have a
Can
you.
you pull those? Isn't there a way to pull those the answer machine message? You can put it in a bear or something like that. That you can.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
pull voicemails and stuff.
Yeah, there's enough footage out there
Yeah, there is.
for me to see that.
Little
shit.
Brody bear. We have a little.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be
Put
great.
it in a bear. You know who you just got a hold of. Every time you touch the bear, that's what his outgoing message is. Let's get the shit out of
10%
me.
gay.
90% bear.
Well, man, we loved him. We'll keep you posted on everything that we are going to do. This is the hardest part of our careers is that when we lose a friend, the show must go on, and it's really sucks.
Yeah,
Because
and, you know,
I had to go up on stage the night, and people had to perform that night.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that, man. That had to be
I
hard.
cried at the end. I tried not to, but I
It's fine.
it sucks. It sucks. We did our podcast because I felt like that's what we should have done. Maybe I was wrong to inflict you guys into that, but I felt I
fine,
want
man.
people to come down, but
It's
it
real.
was
It's what we're
so
all going through.
fucking
I mean, that was 12 hours after we
fresh
found out.
that nobody wanted to.
Not even 10 hours after we found out.
Jeff Ross at the Improv. He was on stage.
Oh, this is funny.
And he goes, we lost a good friend, Brody Stevens. The place gets quiet. He goes, yeah. He goes, I hear we're going to bury him at the Laugh Factory where comedy goes to die.
Oh gosh.
Chad Zumock, burning bridges already. Burning bridges.
No, it's a Jeff Ross joke.
Okay. So where do we go from here, man?
No, it's just we've all been zombies since this.
No. Maybe if people want to call
Yeah.
in, let's just make sure that we control these calls so that people don't just come in and try to do some other shit. Well, I mean, just be close with the hang up button. That's
What's
what
the phone number?
1-800-BANG-MOM.
Oh, 323.
Call Pal Electric. We'll fix it in.
Yeah, if you're watching this live, you can see what the number is at the bottom right-hand corner. Number 323-282-7424.
So I want to ask you about your British shows. How was British comedy compared to American comedy?
Well, let's see. Ireland,
Especially the Kill
was off.
Tony like comics, the people that are only doing 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, out of all the Kill Tonys we've done, 300 and plus 50 shows, whatever, they were the least amount of people to sign up. Like Ireland, we had only like at one point like 6 people. And we're like, we can't even do a show with 6 people signing up. So we had to like really get people to sign up more, like, tell them to sign up. A lot of people weren't, I don't know, like London was good, but man, Manchester and Ireland, that's some very dark, depressing comedy out there. I don't think they have like the same kind of comedy clubs as us.
Well,
like, or
they
community.
say that British or Europe comedy is kind of where we were in the 80s.
Right. Yeah, and
It's a
the
different
whole
style.
vibe of London and everything it felt like 40 years ago, like technology wise, like there's like one power outlet per room, like that drove me crazy. Like all the hotels had one power outlet.
In the entire hotel.
The hotel, like
Everybody,
it was ridiculous.
you have to reserve a spot.
Especially with all the fucking extension cord
Oh,
Johnson.
I mean,
over
I
there.
have like tons of equipment I need to
I know.
charge up and do all that shit. So, but no, London was really cool though. We went to like where the Queen is or whatever.
Yeah, whatever she is.
Wherever that is, the palace thing. Went to.
Do you know how much money she's technically worth?
Dude, she's the largest landowner.
Do you know how much money that is? All of her land is worth?
Trillions.
$33 trillion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
$33 trillion.
Have you ever seen the list of people that own like all the land?
Yeah.
Was that you that posted it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that's interesting.
That's crazy.
And the
right?
second person was not even close. Like it was like I'm only worth $1 trillion.
I've always just wondered what I mean the translation. Dude, the funniest was Ari going to the Edinburgh Festival and just like they would challenge me to comedy shows and I would just destroy them. I would just kill them. What do you think happened to that fish, by the way? How dead is that fish?
That fish was dead in that picture.
Yeah, he probably drank it, right?
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, we got a call. So that for now on Skype, that's always gonna be that sound.
No, I just have it turned off.
Okay.
So
Hi, you're on with
It does get our
Punch
attention.
drunk.
What?
Yes.
The baby?
Hi. Yeah.
This is an all ages.
That was a
Wow.
baby.
That's a baby. You just hung up on a baby, dude.
Aww.
We just got hung up on by a baby.
That
bro.
baby's in danger. Somebody fucking figure out where that baby is. That baby is in danger.
What is the demo on the show?
Well,
Baby.
who knows? Babies.
Apparently drunk babies.
That's the name of the show, Drunk Babies, dude.
God, you remember the days of having phones in your house and just prank calling and star
Yeah. I was just talking about that.
and like picking up on the phone when
And you
your
had
mom's on
no-
the phone and you're just listening to your mom.
And you would have no idea who would call you. Like the phone would just ring. You're like, "I'm just a real crapshoot. I'm either going to jail or I'm getting pussy, but I'm just gonna roll the dice and answer it."
There will never be a Jerky Boys again.
We used to you dial your area code and then you just start hitting numbers.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly. That's what you would
Who
do.
would pick up, dude?
Fuck yeah. Or then you got smart about it and you would do the phone book so you knew their first and last name. You know what I mean? And they're like, how does this guy know both of my names?
You went deeper than me, dude.
Yeah.
I would just call. Hi, you're on with Sports Fam. It's just a numbers game.
Is this another baby?
We gotta figure this out. I mean, Skype sucks. Hi.
Turn your radio up, please.
Turn your radio down.
Hello?
Hi, you're on.
Turn your radio down.
You're on with Punch Drunk Sports Band.
Sorry.
Crunching numbers. It's just a game. It's just a numbers game.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
Did you guys watch any soccer while you were over there?
Soccer, yes. We watched a lot of soccer, which was interesting because
For a lot of reasons, I bet.
because they don't. A lot of people don't know that they actually call soccer out there soccer. Like they
No,
don't have.
really? Is that
They
right?
call
Yeah.
it football.
No.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
a lot of people are confused about that.
No. Is it weird that they're trying to get rid of the foot part of football? Like
Pretty much.
they're trying to get rid of punt. They're trying to get rid of kickoffs. They'd like to get rid of fucking.
Are they offended
field
by it?
goals. No, but it's just like that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
We call it football. It's ridiculous. It should be called smash ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Oh, I know of a black guy you guys could have on, Ian Edwards.
Okay.
Thanks, man. We were asking what
We
black guy
have
can we
black
have?
people on the
I
show
know.
all the time, dude. Hey.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Did you ever get to see Brody, dude?
I actually did. I saw him open for Ian when he did a special.
Oh, he did. Oh,
that's right. Him and Bill Burr both.
I
opened
wonder
for
if they
Ian.
filmed that at all.
Yeah, I wonder if he's in the opening. Or
Yeah, they must have.
Yeah, we filmed it. You filmed him? I'm sure we did. Oh, that'd be great if you could release that.
Yeah. He was traveling around with David Spade though, too, right? Opening
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah. He was about to go on the road
man,
with
Imagine
Randolph.
Spade. His sister did the same thing. Oh. His sister-in-law, I mean.
Oh, that sucks.
That
I just realized.
sucks.
Yeah, you're right. God damn it.
Thanks
And
for bringing
Farley.
that up, dude. Hang up on him. God.
And Farley.
This guy's in the penalty box.
Why? What did I do?
Not you,
Oh.
the
No,
guy
no.
who called.
Okay.
See how he has operant conditioning?
Yeah,
He's
he
just got
has-
Pavlov's dog
Yeah.
over here. He hears the buzzer and just starts drooling from meat powder.
Oh, man. Poor Spade, dude. That's
Yeah,
really
and Farley. This guy's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his fucking homie right there.
Hard show to do today, dude.
I mean, it is going to be hard. But it's like you just get through it.
Can we get through this? Well, you can make a bet on that at BetDSI. BetDSI for all your betting needs.
Put your money on no.
Go to BetDSI. Use the promo code PUNCH25.
That's
You
right.
get $25.
The cool thing about BetDSI is you can bet on anything. You don't have to just bet on sports. You
Yeah.
can, you know.
Oscars,
Yeah.
Grammys.
Great.
They're going to start doing conspiracies.
Oh, really?
You can bet on conspiracies.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, dude. Is this person going to get
Makes-
Like,
it
who-
sounds like
who
BetDSI
shot
is about to get
JFK?
rich. BetDSI is about to get rich.
Right.
A fool and his money are
You
soon
do that
parted.
again. I love when your eyes go cross-eyed when you do it. Do it one more time. One more time.
Nah, the moment's passed.
Nah, dude. Why do you hate fun?
But
Yeah.
yeah, go to BetDSI, use code PUNCH25, and whatever you put in up to $500, they'll double. All the bets are absolutely guaranteed.
They got Bitcoin up
They
there.
pay out quick.
You can bet on MasterChef Junior. You can bet. You can
bet on The
win money on
Bachelor.
kids.
You can bet
I
on The
like betting
Bachelor.
on kids.
I like betting on kids. I wish
Yeah.
they were allowed to still go to work and fucking earn their
They
keep.
can. They can. You just call them chores. That's the only reason I want a kid so bad, just to do chores. You know,
You
like
can buy
Clean
rent.
this place.
yeah.
You can rent a kid to mow your lawn.
No, I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to.
No.
Yeah, legally.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah.
Legally.
I think they just can't be from your neighborhood.
No.
That's a great point, Jason. Jason's on fire today. Jason, you're legal.
Got that American Football League championship.
How are you liking that?
It seems like D-League. I like it as much as you like D-League basketball.
Let me ask you something. Is football like this? Is it almost when you're like with somebody you love so much, but you need a break? Like, do you need a break from football? Or is football something you could watch all year long?
I need a break, but usually like around like this time of the year or like early spring, I'll catch like a Canadian football game on ESPN or something. I'm like, oh, I'll watch this. There's nothing else on. This is kind of keep my interest. But I don't like have a favorite team that's not in the NFL or not, I'm not like, I got to see how the Amsterdam Admirals are doing,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just looking at Twitter.
Why are you doing that?
I'm just looking at it.
What is this?
Read it.
I know, but did this just happen?
No.
Or this is old?
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to open this can of worms.
All right.
Let me see.
No, I'm going to let it go
Let me
because
see
I don't
it.
want to go to the penalty box.
Maybe he might be going into the penalty box, bro. Maybe. I like how he tries to get me to read it. Here, have Sam hate you and have all the fans turn against you.
No,
This
it's
guy just
like-
tried to set me in the penalty box. Guess what, Chad? You're going into the penalty box.
Go in the penalty box.
Penalty box for
5
Chad.
minutes, dude.
5 minutes. Start up the buzzer.
Chad Zumock in the
There he did it.
penalty
Penalty box. Chad just got himself a 5-minute breather to think about what he
God.
just did.
Chad, 5 minutes. Start
There
the
it
clock.
is.
There we go.
All right.
5 minutes, dude.
Do you guys, there's so many goddamn good ones, but a lot of people because I've been listening to a lot of people's podcasts and reading a lot of people's posts. Do you guys have like a couple or one or two like favorite Brody jokes of yours? Because I've since thought of some I hadn't thought of.
What are your favorites?
That is, his sister used to beat him with keys when he was a kid, and the reason it sucks so much is because she was a janitor.
yeah, that's a good one.
But the one that always would get me, he talked about The Hangover, Hangover 2, cut out of Funny People, and then he goes, but guess what? Just booked a new film. And he always get an applause break, and he goes, it's an adult film shot in the valley, and I'm doing a solo scene on a yoga mat.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That was always my favorite one.
A solo scene on a yoga mat.
Watching Brody watch porn is also very satisfying.
Where did you watch Brody watch porn?
Many times on Brody and Esther.
Why am I only hearing about this now after his passing? This should be its own website.
So on Brody and Esther, you used to pull up porn and get him to watch.
Yeah. I think there's a famous clip of Brody Stevens, My Free Cams or something like that, webcams. But he,
you were on that kick for a while.
Yeah, but like he just listening to him talk like, oh yeah, look, yes, mom, daddy likes. It's the funniest thing ever watching him watch porn.
Oh man. Hello, you're on with Punch Drunk Sports. We're remembering our good friend Brody Stevens and the Festival of Love.
Guys.
Hello?
Sam, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sammy.
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
What's happening? Teeb, love you. Redban, love you. Sam, what's happening?
What's up?
No love for Sam.
That's a good singer.
I actually, listen, I love Sam. He's like the new martyr of comedy now.
What does that mean?
I love Sam.
I don't even know
Is this
what
your dad?
No, I'm saying Sam is sticking up for comedians talking shit. You gotta love Sam.
Oh, dude, I love you, dude.
You gotta love him.
This is
anyway,
like tech support calling you, huh?
Listen, dog, I'm
Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete.
Go on, buddy. Sorry about that. Go on.
I feel like since Ari doesn't give a fuck about your podcast no more, there needs to be a Jewish representation in the podcast. So this is your boy from Israel talking.
Oh shit!
I love this.
Israel.
I was going to
calling
suggest
in.
we make Chad convert, but I'm listening to what you're saying.
Chad, some guy from Israel wants to take your spot.
Man, fuck Chad.
Oh shit, Chad!
Ooh.
Hopefully you can
What
stay
do you-
out for 20 minutes. You're in the penalty box.
Yeah, I say
Look
make
at
it
Chad.
10 minutes at
Feels
least.
helpless right now. He feels helpless. He can't defend
He
himself.
suggested an extra 5 minutes for him.
You know the Jews run the media. He wants to put 5 more minutes on this timer, but I say not today, not never. My buddy Chad can come back on the show in 1 minute and 57 seconds.
Tal, are you actually calling from Israel?
Yeah, I'm actually I got to see sorry about the loss of your buddy Brody. I met him once when I was in LA.
Thank you, dude.
It was such a what the fuck is it? Is that in the background?
That's the music of your people.
I don't like that shit anymore. I used to when I was.
Hey,
used to like it.
Dude, talk to me about Israeli female soldiers twerking. Is that like what everybody's talking about over there? Those are my favorite videos.
I mean, listen, when you go to the military, we have like the three, like our holy trinity as soldiers is, one is fuck a commander, a female preferably. The second is kill an Arab, and the third is to get to the military prison.
Jesus Christ, dude. This is tinfoil. This isn't tinfoil hat, dude. Look at this.
You know.
Oh, sorry. No, we consider it a sport to kill Arabs.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Why
They're people.
Sorry.
Jewish women are always the best lays.
They're the best,
you
dude.
know?
Jewish chicks,
They go
they
forever.
don't believe in hell. They put
The
anals
best.
on the table.
Jewish girls are the best.
They're the best. They're the best.
To have sex with.
I don't know what happened
Hey,
to the
Sam,
guys.
Is it true that your girl is Jewish?
Yes, she is Jewish.
Yep.
You consider she's
You see, we're finished. I think that we had a good run. It's all downhill.
We had a good run. This guy's caller of the day.
Yeah.
Caller of the day.
All right, dude. Thanks for calling in, bro.
I
We're
just,
watching your people dance. Look at this.
I'm a comic from Israel. Just wanted to say to Redban, he remembered me. I did Kill Tony like 3 years ago. I went to LA just to do a minute on this on Tony's show. And,
yeah.
Dude, I love it,
and,
dude. By the way, he's making fun of your Jewish accent.
Oh,
I don't give a
God.
fuck. I just wanted to say,
Right.
Redman gave me a
Redman?
shout out on Rogan's
Shit.
experience. So
Cool.
Thank you, Redban.
Awesome. Come back.
All right, buddy. Stop with
Hi, guys.
stop. Find love with people. Let's bring love to the world. And I'm sorry we're not talking anymore because I'm banging one of your bitches. It's okay, dog.
Holla.
Holla. Bye, buddy. Take care.
That was a good call. That's
That
how
was
you
a
do
great
it.
call. I mean, we got
And I like how this guy calls you Redman.
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 Yo, what's up?
That guy's great. Is it true your girl is Jewish? Yes. We are done talking now.
We had a good run.
We had a good run. Can we isolate
That was
that
a good
clip?
call. That was a good call from Israel.
That was a
Speaking
good
of
call.
Jews, where is that other Jew? That
Where
Ari
is-
Jew.
Oh,
Shapes?
shit. A minute 20. Poor
I
Chad
don't
didn't even get a
recall
chance
where
to
he is, but he's
fucking
somewhere.
rebut that guy.
Well, I mean, live by the penalty box, die by the penalty
That's
box.
so fucking true. That's so fucking
That's
true.
just the way that goes.
Did you guys, did anybody watch the Oscars?
Yeah.
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
I hate the Oscars.
I don't watch it anymore.
It's just watching people do speeches and thanking people you don't know. Like, and somebody told me, like, oh, I like how they didn't have a host this year, so it's longer speeches. I forget who wrote that on Facebook.
they weren't
I was just
as
like,
long.
what the fuck? You want a
was
longer
40
Who's
minutes.
speech?
the asshole who said that?
I don't know.
It's 40 minutes shorter than it was last year.
I need it to be about 3 hours shorter.
I mean, I don't know. What I like
Give
about
me a
it.
compilation of who won. I just be
And who likes this Black Panther movie, or not Black, or whatever that movie, the superhero
Roma?
movie?
Nobody liked.
Black Panther. Black Panther.
Black Panther. No one likes that movie,
Nobody
right?
liked it.
That was-
Well, if you're black. I mean, if we
I
had Cream
mean-
on, he'd start fighting you right now.
Made a little bit of money.
I tried to watch that thing 20 minutes in. It was the cheesiest piece
No,
of
it was,
shit ever.
Aaron
Yeah,
agreed
that
with
was
me. It was the worst of all the Marvel movies. He agreed with me on the podcast the other day.
Absolutely did not.
He did. He said it was junk. It's just like he's called it. His exact words were reverse racism. I don't know
Avengers
why.
2, Thor: The Dark World.
At 5.
Well, you can't forget about both the fucking Deadpools.
1. Welcome back,
Yeah, that's
Chad.
true.
Why does he hate black people?
I don't know, dude.
Both the Deadpools were great.
I mean, dude, I can power rank it. It's not even top 5. Let alone top 10 movie of the year.
No.
You know?
I hope this is that baby again.
Let's go to the phones. You're on Punch Drunk.
Hello?
If you have a drunk baby, call in.
It's the Ruminati checking in, boys.
Oh, Ruminati is here. Ruminati. Shit. Do you got any good, spicy rumors?
That you're making up while you take a shit?
Yeah. I've been trying to call in for weeks, but the NFL has been blocking my number, blocking you guys. I
Robert
got
Kraft
the
did it.
deepest rumors to the Football League.
Oh, shit. Let's hear it, dude.
Tinfoil hat.
This is brought to you by our good friends at Caveman Coffee. Caveman Coffee. Go to cavemancoffee.com. Use the promo code Punch Drunk, and you'll get 15% off of all your purchase. We're gonna give you, dude. They got. Can you look up Caveman Coffee? They got teas. They got coffee. They got nitro. They got cups. They got
weed.
No, they don't have weed, Chad. There's one rule. Did you didn't know? You don't fuck with the sponsors. Okay, everybody's wanting me to hit this thing. Okay,
Their nitro. Their nitro is great. Caveman Coffee,
yeah,
nitro. That's my
it's
favorite.
Great,
one.
and dude, and they love the show so much they decided to sponsor our celebrity hotline, which we have the Ruminati guy on. So go to Caveman Coffee once again. Use the promo code PunchDrunk and get 15% off your purchases. So talk to me, Ruminati. What's going on?
All right. First one, excuse me. The following list of NFL and NBA players like using transvestite prostitutes. Ready?
Okay.
Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
We all know about Dwight Howard.
Yes.
Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
I met him on Friday. Oh, I was with you.
Yeah. So you know that Baker Mayfield does not play the NBA.
I said NFL and NBA.
Oh, I thought you just said
Sorry,
NBA.
I just have a list. My apologies. My tranny network is still getting back to me on all of these NFL and NBA players.
So are you breaking news right now? Is this some breaking news?
This is breaking news. If you guys got a breaking news thing, click it now.
Do you have a breaking news?
Nope.
We don't have breaking news. Hit any of those buttons. Hit any of those. Redban.
I got breaking news.
We got breaking news. Here we go.
Here it comes.
That is
our breaking news.
That is our breaking news.
That's a good one.
All right.
Right. So I'm going to keep going with the list of athletes.
Yes.
So we all know about Rajon Rondo.
Yes.
Definitely liking that tranny booty.
Yeah.
If you remember earlier in the season, you had Chris Paul and what's his name getting into an argument earlier.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. No. Rondo and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul and
Rondo.
It was Russell Westbrook.
No.
Where he spit on him.
No, that's Rondo, dude.
Rajon Rondo. Why did I give up? Nonetheless, sorry, bad info.
I got a guess.
I was going to say that
Okay, go on.
The reason they were arguing and yelling back and forth at each other was, turns out that the tranny they were using to like pass back and forth gave them both chlamydia, and they were trying to figure out who gave who what. And that's why Rondo spit on him.
Dude, breaking fake news. Breaking fake
Chlamydia,
news.
transgender person. I don't think they can give chlamydia.
What do you mean? Of course they can.
With a fake vagina? You
With
could
their
give,
butt.
Butt chlamydia.
Butt chlamydia.
All right.
It's not chlamydia, like it's from a vagina. It's chlamydia.
All right.
Chlamydia. This guy's getting.
It's
Dude,
clipmydia.
You probably got those from the oysters that you were fucking eating. Any other rumors, dude?
Yeah, so Bryce Harper, we're going to do some baseball talk for Aaron in the background.
Yes.
Bryce
Baseball.
Harper supposedly is going to be re-signed
With
to none other but than...
Oh, he hung up.
Drop the call.
No, he hung up on. That's what the Ruminati does. He leads us to something. He said re-sign, so he's inferring the Nationals, but I don't think that's true.
Well, I think a lot of people are concerned that he's going to sign in with the Dodgers, though. You know,
Dodgers, Phillies.
They're concerned.
Yeah,
Why are they concerned?
I don't know, but the ability to play close to home and train in Arizona both appeal to Harper and he's a Lakers fan, so.
That makes, and his wife wants to be. You probably somebody crunching the numbers. His wife wants to be on the West Coast, so they said San Francisco. So let me ask you something.
He should drop Boris though.
Why?
And at least sign a short-term deal with it, and get in Arizona.
Why? Why would you? Why would you show? Okay, dude, we gotta figure out Skype's thing, because. Well, no, I thought we had it. No, dude, it's like every time it comes up, I gotta hear that thing's in my.
I kind of like it.
It's fun.
All right, hi, you're on with Punch Drunk Sports. Sports bands crunching numbers.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say I've been enjoying the podcast, and I just wanted to extend my condolences to you all about Brody Stevens.
Oh, that's so nice of you. One female caller. Thank you, our only female. When was the last time, literally, can I ask you, how many years have we gone since we had somebody with a vagina call in?
5.
5 years.
5 years.
And that was Matt Card. Sammy, I got a bigger dick than you.
So thank you for listening. Did you
I
ever get to
appreciate your
see
kind
Brody
words.
Stevens live?
I'm so bummed. I have no excuse, especially because I live in LA, but unfortunately I never got the chance. I'm
And
really bummed out.
If you live in LA, you accidentally would see Brody.
At least, yeah.
Have you ever been to a Starbucks
Yeah.
in the Valley?
You got it.
And you saw
A
him.
laundromat, he performed everywhere.
Did you hear him say what? He goes, yeah, I think Chris D'Elia wants to hang out. And Steve's like, yeah, why don't you? I can't. And Steve's like, why? Because he's a coffee bean guy and I'm a Starbucks guy.
That's hilarious.
I bet you. Has anyone checked if Starbucks stock dropped since all that coffee's gone?
Let's look
That's
it
one
up.
dude not buying all that coffee.
Starbucks.
Well, I hope that you could come to the
Memorial
March
show on the 5th.
5th. It's not the memorial. It is a remembrance. I have to say that.
Look at this.
Remember?
5 days ago, Brody passed, right?
Oh
Look at
my
that. Look at
God.
that drop right there. This
Dude,
is a
look at that. Dude,
What is it?
look at that. It dropped on the day Brody died. Their stock pummeled.
Serious.
Look at that. Oh my God, dude.
That's not a coincidence either.
That is not.
Look at
Look
5
at
days
that.
ago.
Look at that. 5 days ago. Just
right here. See?
yeah. Oh my God.
If you Google Brody Stevens and Starbucks, it's Twitter. It's a nonstop tweets.
Well, young lady, we appreciate you calling in and sharing your condolences, and hopefully we could see you at the Comedy Store.
When any of us get hashtagged, we need you to get our back, girl. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
All right,
When we get hit with a Me
can't
Too.
make it out to the show because that's my husband's birthday, and unfortunately,
Oh,
She's
hang
married.
up
Hang
on
up
her,
on her.
hang
She's
up
married.
on her,
Hang up on
hang
her.
up.
She's married. Hang up
Said
on her.
husband.
She ain't
These
putting out.
broads with their husbands.
With the H word.
Yeah, dude.
I
you know-
take gender offense to that. She should say my other person that I'm with.
Yes. Why's it gotta be a guy?
Did you guys ever see when Brody was documenting that dice guy at Starbucks? The guy who was
Yeah,
rolling
the dice guy.
Yeah,
That guy was crazy. Jesus.
He loved interesting people. He was very an eccentric guy.
Yeah.
In a good way. You know what I mean? He was an eccentric.
dice guy?
No, Brody. And he was gravitated towards, he loved Kevin, Lee Light, Boone Chakalaka, the dice guy, like people that are like off, that a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't want to be around that person. He
Brody
loved
was
those
definitely
people.
one of the most loving racists I've ever met in my life. Like he was racist.
He
but
sometimes he was definitely more racist than other times. You know, like
He definitely thought Trump was doing a good job. I'll say that.
It looks like he's calling in right now.
Brody, are you with us?
Brody.
Brody,
you're frozen.
Aw.
God, Brody and his cricket network.
Dice guy after dark.
Dice guy. Well, if you missed any days on Brody's life for the last 5 years, they're all documented on Periscope in 12-hour intervals.
Yeah.
You really, that's one good thing about the internet now is like you won't really miss people.
Somewhat connected to how much you live stream.
You got it.
Ah, Brody's on the phone.
Brody, is this you?
Yes, you got it.
I love how you're Brody. If Brody and Yakov Smirnoff had a kid. You got it, yes. I'm from a fucking 818. Hello.
Pizza pie.
You got it. Yes.
Oh, is that all we got from you?
I think he's tapped out.
I'm trying a little bit more, but I'm just drinking some apple cider vinegar, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm a good guy, Sam.
Terrible.
It's like if Rich Little never knew Brody but just tried to do his impression.
This is his Brody open mic.
Let me put my teeth in
Brian,
and give it the old one,
why
too.
are you standing with your arms crossed?
Arms crossed negative.
Arm cross negative, dude.
Negative energy, Brian.
I'm sorry,
Why are your
Brody.
arms crossed?
Brody, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
You
Thank
got
you.
You got it.
I am a professional.
I'm going to show you. This guy made these. By the way, look at this. Look at the picture, the shirts. That,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, the shirts that he's going to make. Brandon Schaub's making for the.
Oh, they're going to sell them?
No, they're going to give them to the staff in comics.
That's great.
I want one.
No, I said comics.
Oh.
Here we go. And then these are the posters we're going to make.
That's great.
I do yoga. Positive Energy 818. Have fun. I'm a good guy. Blue collar Jewish.
We're gonna give that away.
Love it.
We're gonna sell those there for. Hi, you're on with Punch Drunk.
It's Brody still.
What up?
No, it's not, dude. This is Ari's redneck cousin.
Yo, R.I.P. Brody.
No, this isn't. Who is this? How are you?
Yo, it's Frank.
Hey, Frank. How are you?
What's going on, guys?
Let's be frank.
Let's be frank, Frank. Did you ever get to see Brody?
No.
That said, did you just jizz right there? Didn't it just sound
I think he just called it into a bong rip. Hang on, let me put you on speaker real quick.
Frank, are you nervous to speak to Sam Tripoli?
What?
I didn't think you guys would pick up.
Why wouldn't we pick up, dude? This is Love Brody Stevens.
People always
Day.
say that. It's always so funny to me. Like, you call anybody, and you're like, oh, shit, you answered. You called. You know?
Look up his Brody Public Access, his old TV show.
Yeah, back in Seattle.
Yeah,
Go
that
look
was,
it up. Brody Public Access. Look up Brody Public Access.
Yeah, those were the days.
Adam Ray said he was a fan of that when he was a kid. Like, he would watch it when he was in Seattle.
He was really big. It was
Yeah.
actually, for the area, it was really big. He,
Aww.
check this out. Yeah.
My UFO experience.
What year does that say that is, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know.
So the
It's
kids
about
know.
20 years ago, I'd say.
It's got to be.
96.
from Seattle. Look at that font.
Hell yeah, this
Oh.
is paintbrush.
So that the other guy is his buddy, I believe.
Yeah,
who had
Tiana.
Yeah.
Or
who had a big dick and decided to do porn.
Yeah.
Look at Brody. He looks so terracey.
What is that?
What the
picture
heck is
of
that? Why is...
That's the 10%.
Wow.
This is terrible audio, by the
Yeah,
way.
stop it, because it's buzzing. It's buzzing.
It's like straight from a VHS tape.
I mean, even not just that.
That's his buddy that
Yeah.
has a big dick, so he decided to just go into porn.
He went into porn?
Yeah, he just was banging chicks.
Yeah, let's watch
That's
some of
where he
that.
got AIDS.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Man, public access is just the best, right?
Wow.
We should definitely wish our good buddy Mickey Gall good luck this weekend.
Oh, is he fighting this weekend?
Yeah. He's on that big John Jones. He's on that John Jones card.
Can you pull up that John Jones fight card?
John Jones, fucking. Who else is there? There's another great fight on it.
Type in Brody Stevens cream pie. It's another video that a lot of people have never seen.
I mean, without question, John Jones wins this fight.
Yes, it's coming out. It's dripping out my ass.
I think you just ordered the fight.
Oh gosh.
You know what? That's fine. Just
On
order,
Bet
order
DSI?
it for on Bet.
Does anybody follow Dice on Instagram?
Yeah.
His videos with Eleanor are classic.
It's ridiculous, right?
They have such a funny back and forth.
Yeah, Tyrone Woodley, Usman, Ben Askren's return to the USFL, and they're not giving him a tomato can either. Robbie Lawler, Robbie Lawler's he's had his face touched a bunch in the last while.
John Jones,
but he's
is on
still
this?
Robbie Lawler's no joke. John Jones is on it. 2 title shots.
So they're letting John Jones still fight.
This is his big return.
No, it's not.
You're on Punch Drunk.
Well,
What's
I
up?
mean,
How's it
he had
going?
one fight
Ian
for
Gomer.
this.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. What are you guys up to? Talking about Brody?
Yeah, talking a little UFC, talking a little Brody.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It's too bad. I'm grateful that he was here the time that he was.
Yeah, I agree with that, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to see Brody?
My condolences go out to, huh?
Did you ever get to see Brody live?
No, I didn't. I wanted to because his humor was right up my alley. You know, just pure depressing world, and yeah, life's no fun. It kind of sucks, but you know.
You should watch
you got people like Brody to-
his Live from the Main Room special produced by Comedy Dynamics. I know they get the proceeds, but still, it's a good representation of what Brody would do at the Comedy Store.
That's exactly it. I just watched that actually yesterday because I've only known about him a little bit, but that one kind of summed it all up, and it just it captures his life in a nice special. I don't know. I mean, to me, it was like he was a great comic. It was too much depression, man. Too much the seriousness, you know. I mean, I try not to be serious myself, but it's like, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always had that mental illness. You know, call it what it is. Call it what it is.
That's the thing that bugged me the most, though, with all the mental illness things, is like in the past, you could tell when he was having really bad weeks.
Yeah, we had
months.
so many warning signs before, and this one we had
this
none.
one, yeah. Recently, he's been in such a great mood. It seemed like. I mean,
on Wednesday night and Thursday night,
comparably to like
Friday
the
day,
past.
he's dead.
Yeah, so I think that's the thing that bugs a lot of us, is that, you know, there was no red flags really this time. It was just kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, we had weeks and weeks of. Actually, we had the opposite of red flags.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about going on tour.
Well,
He was supposed to go be with the Cubs a week later.
Yeah, and he was about to go on the road. He's started going on the road, you know, and that was new to him, and being on the road more.
Oh, yeah, it's the same with Anthony Bourdain, and the same with, like, I've had even just personal friends kill themselves this year, and it's like, you know, there's no warning sign. You know the person's kind of depressed and shit, but then it's like, fuck, dude, he just blew his brains out, or oh, so-and-so hung themselves, and it's like,
yeah.
I think the world's coming to a nihilistic point where everyone's a nihilist. There's no more meaning. You know, whether you're really a nihilist or not doesn't really matter. It's just that there's hardly any meaning anymore because the world's saturated with shit. You know, and I try not to be the pessimist, but it's like I could see it how kind of see how Brody's seeing it, and people like that, and people in the same kind of just level of like, well, the world is kind of losing its meaning because we have so much fake bullshit pumped down our throats 24/7, and then we got to kind of make up our minds what's real, what's not, and then it just kind of loses the value, loses meaning. You know, so I can relate to a certain degree.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about Brody. He saw through all that stuff. We would have long talks about like just all the phoniness and fakeness. It really bothered him. I remember that.
Oh yeah, it's irritable. It's really, because it makes you want to do something about it, but then you don't know exactly what the fuck to do about it. You're like, well, how do I make people not realize? You know, help them realize it's not that serious, and that life should be fun, and you should live in the moment, have a good time, make jokes, and blah blah blah. Live with your loved ones, and blah blah blah. But it's sort of how the fuck you do that, and then what makes you want to keep going, and what makes you, you know, even like you said, he's got all these specials coming up, he's planning a tour, planning this. It's still, you never know with anybody, so it's kind of just live in the moment, enjoy while you got them, and just understand it could be any time, any fucking time with any fucking buddy, no matter what you know about him, no matter how much you do know or don't know, any fucking time. So enjoy this time.
Yeah.
I'll never take Thibault for granted ever again.
Famous last words. Famous last words.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling, bro. I appreciate your kind words for Brody, and yeah, man, familiarize yourself with his material. Look him up on YouTube. You know, you won't miss. You're missing out. You're missing out if you haven't allowed Brody to make you laugh. And you know, luckily for all of us, all that stuff will be out there forever. And you know, anytime you miss him, you can always go back and have a good laugh, because he was great at that.
Back to the UFC.
I'm excited for this card. I believe Mickey Gall is on the undercard, and it's actually a good fight. I mean, as far as
Nigerian Nightmare. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a nickname. That's
Yeah.
Diego Sanchez, which is no joke. You know, he's 30-11. This guy's got 41 fights.
Diego Sanchez.
But my man Mickey Gall is 5-1. If I went to BetDSI, use the code PUNCH25. I'd throw all 25. Actually, I'd throw another 75 in there, and I'd throw all 100 of it.
No
on
photos?
my man Mickey Gall.
No photos on this website?
Especially with Mickey Gall, because he's so gorgeous. Oh, it's only the UFC's website.
Jesus.
Mickey Gall makes me 10% gay, and I dedicate that to Brody Stevens.
You're on Punch Drunk.
Hello.
Yo.
What are you, typing on a typewriter? What's going on over there?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You at Eleanor's dad's house?
Yo, what's up?
You called us. What's the word, bird?
Wait, this is a bird?
Yeah, I think so.
God, you
Sounded
got
like he was-
babies and birds
Sounds like
calling in.
sounds like he was pecking into a tree.
That's a pretty good call.
Yeah. Yeah, very quality
mean,
content, guys.
Guys, if you're calling in, think about what you might say. Yo, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
How are you, brother?
Man,
What's going on, boys?
Wow.
this what you got, bro?
Yo,
Yo.
you guys are watching those Brody Stevens videos.
Yeah.
One that I saw yesterday that I think this dude Adam Hunter posted.
Sure, Adam's
It's like
a
the
good guy.
fucking it's probably the best Brody Stevens video. He's in a barber shop.
A black barber shop.
Yeah, and he's doing stand-up in the barber shop. And it might be the greatest Brody Stevens video. You should probably watch that one.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
You open for Spade?
Hell yeah, I gotta go. Thanks, guys.
All right, dude. Thanks for
You know, one funny
tuning us
thing
onto
about
that.
Brody is how he always was very self-conscious about his scar on his
face
on his
that
face.
he got lasered
and
off.
I never could see it.
Never can see it.
And he was just like,
when that happened,
really,
he was he was so mad. He was talking about suing everybody. I make a living with my face, and you've damaged it.
Yes. And remember when he remember when Brody broke his arm?
Not like these other white dudes.
Oh, this is Brody at the black barber
I
shop.
was in a car with a black guy 2 weeks ago. Thank you. It was a part of the sheriff's ride-along program. Got him. He stole a loon CD outside of Roscoe's. Put it back.
Probably 20 people in this
Very
black barber
difficult
shop.
week for me. Very difficult week. I just recently found out that my grandfather has Down syndrome.
Jesus Christ.
Works at Forever 21. He's a yes. I shave against the grain in the jacuzzi. You got it. Woo! Getting chicks. I've been in gangs. They had the bloods. I take the blue line late at night. Get me off at Alondra. I got a pit bull pound to attend to. They had gangs, the Bloods, the Crips. I was in the cul-de-sacs. You don't want to come to my gated community. But I fought a gang member. That's right. I pulled her hair. I said, you listen to me. You listen to me. I'll take you to Manual Arts. We'll go to Dorsey Don's. You know, I'm L.A. I ain't no phony. I'm very intense. I get B.O. in the shower. He used that on his balls this morning, but it's good today. Give me a pick with a fist. You know what I'm saying? Take me to MacArthur Park. Woo!
He's the most comfortable guy there right now.
80% of all comedians you see smoke marijuana. 80%. The other 20%, they're not funny. All right? You got to be messed up to be on stuff. All
Be on
Thank
stuff.
you very much. I'm going to get going. BrodyStevens.com. Thank you very much. This was fun. Who
Does the
wants
high
to
kick.
come out to TGIF Fridays? I'll get you water with no ice. A hamburger. Well done. You know what I'm saying?
Well done.
That's hilarious. I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either.
Really funny. Yeah, that takes balls.
I met Brody before I moved out here. When Joe was on the Man Show,
Brody was doing warm-up?
Brody was doing audience warm up. So I visited LA before I moved out here, and he was the warm up guy. And I went to a couple tapings, and I remember I was like, first time ever at a TV show, but I was so like, who's this guy screaming at us? You know, like I think
You
a
didn't
lot of
even
people
know that was a job in
right,
the first place.
Right. I
Yeah.
didn't. I think a lot of people when they first see Brody, they don't get it. You know, they're like, "Who's this guy screaming?"
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I just remember when I moved to California, we went to the Comedy Store the first day it moved, and I go, "Oh my God, there's the guy that yelled at us so much." You know, like I saw Brody, and I was almost scared of that guy. I was like, "Oh, he yelled at us, made us clap for 2 hours," and it's weird. I think a lot of people. You have to grow into Brody. And like not many times see Brody, or you see Brody your first time and go, "Wow, that was awesome." You know.
Yeah.
You came from Columbus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was at 2000. What year?
It's been about 13 years now. It's 14 years, something like that. 13.
That seems 14. Longer than that.
Maybe it's longer.
My first year doing comedy was 2005. I started here, and I remember I was on a show with Brody, and he watched me, and afterwards I went up to him, and I didn't do well, and I was like, "Hey, Brody, it's nice to meet you. I'm a big fan." And he's like, "What's your name?" I go, "Chad." He's like, "Keep writing, keep getting on stage." And the very next day, he sent me a MySpace friend request. He remembered my name.
Like that's exactly how it was. He was He was the opposite of Sam Tripoli with people's names. You would say his name once, he would remember it forever,
Yes.
like in a shocking way.
Like Sam's a phony. Like he'll like pretend like he knows.
It's not even that. It's just he just when it comes to that. Oh gosh, I was getting it going. Like 90% of Sam's all-time best friends in his phone are guaranteed misspelled in his phone. Because he's had their number since he phonetically tried to just spell your name.
Oh, yeah.
Like
You
Joe
know what I mean?
Rogan.
Yeah. I guarantee you, Tiani,
Siri
Sarah
Tiani.
Tiani, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm on?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I guess
Oh
you are.
shit!
Shit.
motherfucker.
Oh shit, you're on.
What's up, bro?
Oh shit! Hey, I want to talk about Brody Stevens, man,
Go right ahead.
and all the shit.
Why not?
like,
Might as well.
mental health
Let's start
shit.
doing it. Why not?
Let's
Go
start. Let's start talking Brody.
All right. So at the same time Brody was going through his shit, I was going through my shit. I think all the mental health issues we're going through is environmental, bro. It's not personal shit people are going through. And people don't want to tell us that fucking shit is polluted, shit is fucked up. People, for all we know, could be using the infrastructure that we have, like fucking radars and shit on Mount Wilson to fucking launch attacks against California, bro. Nobody's fucking talking about this shit, dude. Everybody getting sick at the same time. Fucking fires that fucking never happened. 30 years I fucking lived here.
Hold on.
Wildfires.
You thought this was tinfoil hat. This is Punch Drunk Sports. Thank you.
No, bro, this is the same shit though.
Dude,
You guys know
they're
what I'm
bleeding
talking
into
about,
your other
man.
shows, man.
Yeah, welcome to Tinfoil Punch Drunk.
Let's get Naughty Show mixed
should
into
have
it.
It's the radars, man, and the fires. Fires never existed before. Now they do. What the fuck?
The thing about Brody Stevens was that Brody wanted to have a Crystalia career, but Brody never realized he had a Brody Stevens career. And it was like, I used to tell him all the time, man,
Dude, if
you
you
are
would've-
the most loved dude I know. When we went on tour, no matter how hard I crushed on our tour, and I crushed hard. I mean, I think we'd all agree that I had some pretty legendary sets.
I was worried you weren't going to be able to spin this into how great you are.
But no matter how well I did, it was always Brody. Everyone loved Brody.
You remember we did the Texas tour?
Yeah, when I crushed
I don't remember that part.
that hard.
But I remember the last show was in Austin. I think we were at Cap City. And that week, the staff was tired. I guess they had sold out shows with Doug Benson. And they just wanted to go home. It was a Sunday show. And Brody went on last. And the staff was just annoyed. And then all of a sudden, the staff was laughing. Like he re-energized them. Like they went from wanting to go
They
home.
loved my set. They would go, thank God you
And
went
I
up."
remember they
go,
loved
"Thank-"
Florentine's set and my set.
No, yours was weird. They were
And
like,
but
"Ugh."
Brody's, they really, really liked.
I remember going on the road with him, and Chad wanted to close some shows, but we're like, Chad, how long have you been doing it? He's like, 10 years. And I'm like, okay,
I've been doing
Brody's
it
been doing it
since
30,
2005.
30. How long had Jim been doing it? Like 28.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it 24.
Yeah.
So you were the baby. I was 22 at that moment. So you were the baby, and you had to open.
Yeah. Well, Brody did great. Jim did great. I did great. It was fun.
There you go.
See, it's just one too many.
I gave you a chance. I showed you I was gonna do it, and you ran it.
Chad
You
right
just
to the
ran it. Yeah. Boom.
Boom.
Joke's on us, though. Chad's getting all the donuts.
Oh.
Yeah, Chad. It's penalty box. Not go do something else for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, Chad. By the way, just got paused because it's penalty box, not like
Not
go walk
donut
around.
time.
There we go.
I never thought donut time would sound so good, but this guy's just sucking him down.
Donut time was great. You got a donut and some hot tranny ass. 10% gay for Brody. Okay. Hey, you're on with Punch Drunk. Are you there?
Is this me?
Yeah, 585 for life.
Oh man, I cannot believe what happened to Brody. I'm a big fan. I've gone through. I had a psychotic break and got sectioned like him, and was a big took inspiration from him, and I went crazy, and I could never. I don't think Brody ever went crazy like I did. I could never figure out why he was sectioned, and but maybe it was because he was suicidal or anyways. But I'm a big fan. He came to Vermont. I know he was mostly in Southern California, and he came to Vermont. And I went to see him after I got out of the hospital, and met him, and I got his autograph and talked to him and told him I'm always on Periscope, and there's a lot of people on Periscope that would talk to Brody, and he would say, is it normal to feel weird adjusting your meds? And we'd say, we love you, either way. We we love you no matter what, on or off drugs. And he's always, you know, he was like, I want to mention some of these people, like Monica was a big fan, Lynette,
Nanette? Did you say Nanette?
Lynette.
Okay.
She was Latina, her handle Latina on Periscope. Casey, Bill, JC.
Okay,
Marcus
we get there's a
Mandel.
lot of people. I totally
Sorry,
understand.
sorry.
It's all right.
Dylan
It's all right.
Wentz.
This is like you're
But
giving
anyway,
roll
people
calls
should-
right now. I get it.
I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
all right, dude. It's okay.
But,
We got a lot of people calling in. We want to make sure we get everybody in.
All right. My name is Darcy, and I love Brody, and I'm off meds, and I was like, I never thought, like, I didn't think he needed meds, but it's like really scary for me now because, I look to him for inspiration. Anyway, sorry to ramble. I love
That's all right.
you guys as well, and Brody and Esther and all that.
Do you have friends that you have that they have your number? So if you're off these meds,
Yeah,
they
I mean,
can
I have
call
a-
and check in on you. Because that's the biggest thing we got to do with these things. Because our friends are getting on and off these medications. These medications are made by voodoo people who are just all about $1, and they put in there so you get fucking hooked on that shit. So when you get off it, it fucks with your skull. When you get on it, it fucks with your skull. So you have to have about 4 numbers of people who have your number that you have to answer the phone when they call, or they're allowed to come check up on you to make sure you're okay. Okay? Do you have that?
I know, and I've got that, but you know what? Also, like you say, tell someone if you feel suicidal, but like I was on suicide watch, and it's almost worse to be on suicide watch because they'll watch you go to the bathroom, and they're like all in your face. It's like you're almost, after you go through that once. And maybe this is what happened to Brody. You're scared to say, "Oh, I'm suicidal," because the protocol is fucked.
I get that. I get
All right.
that. Yeah.
Anyway, Tripoli, you're the man, and just keep questioning all this bullshit. I mean, who knows? And also, there's like different opinions, like especially like pot in psychosis. I have to mention that kind of because like I went to Humboldt State University and smoked pot my whole life, and like I don't know, maybe there's something like maybe it can cause psychosis, I
Well,
I
will
don't know.
tell you something. And people I know smoke a lot of weed. I sense there's sometimes some bipolarness. They're fucking cool one second, then they cut on you next. That's just life. But
Mhm.
I appreciate you calling in. You can call into us anytime you need help, okay? Or you're feeling down. Call into us. We'd love to talk to you.
Thanks.
Sorry that
All right.
Chad, you feel that way about Chad. Take care, man.
Man.
Well, what were they saying?
No, don't worry about it.
That was like one of those when he started giving shout outs to everybody that ever was a fan of Brody. It's like we used to almost needed to play him off like the Academy Awards. And then my mother and my grandmother and my son. Then it's just their mics cut and they can't even.
Look at that picture. That's the most Brody picture I've ever seen.
What about some Robert Kraft thoughts if you want to lighten the load a little bit?
Well, it's not just Robert Kraft. The
Good cheese,
CEO
that
of City Group.
I'm
the
fine
bank
with that.
got
This is
busted.
for good. I'm sure he did. All bankers are crooked. This is the guy that said he never cheats. Now you got cheating from the top down, from your goddamn girlfriend and your wife, all the way to your fucking organization.
So much cheating.
We don't cheat, man. Pages don't cheat. Yeah? Ask your goddamn girlfriend, fucker.
So what did he do? He just got a hand job? And
We got caught trying to pay for a hand job.
That's fine.
A blowjob? Okay, but
So what?
I don't know because you're an idiot. I would trust him so much. I would trust an NFL owner so much less if you're actually paying for a hand job. The only thing that you can do better than them.
Yeah. Why? Unless I could suck.
That
my-
just means he's just frivolous with money. If
Yeah,
you're paying for a hand
$100.
job.
That's it. This guy's a millionaire.
Oh, it's supposed to be $40.
But you know he tips good. You know he tips
I mean,
like
$40 for a hand job is
1,000%.
the going price at these places. So yeah, he tipped over double what he was supposed to.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think prostitution should be legal. I don't even
60%
know.
What bugs
This
me
is
is that the
also-
cops can go in there and put cameras and shit without even the massage parlor knowing about it. That freaks me out because
Yeah.
I always thought You know, like if the place gets raided, you just like put on your box, or you don't even, just put a towel over you. You know.
Let's talk about how safer Florida is now that these chicks aren't giving hand jobs to billionaires.
I love the irony that he got illegally, secretly taped.
Another one. Everybody's on fire today.
But if this isn't entrapment, hang on. Let's think about this. At 11:02,
in the morning,
the cop.
Like for
well, of
brunch.
course, this guy's old as fuck. He's just
dude, you take those fucking pills. You don't know when they pop.
He's just getting a quick mouth
Right?
pounder.
At some point, you got a boner. You're 80. You're like, someone's got to jerk this thing.
So the undercover cop begins manipulating Kraft's penis and testicles, then put her head down by his penis. If that ain't entrapment, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's the massage parlor.
The massage parlor
Yeah.
girl. Oh, well, then she's just trying to fucking get
No,
to her.
she's just trying to make money.
She's trying to get to her lunch break. She's
Yeah.
50 minutes away from her lunch break. She ain't going to be fucking around at 12:02.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a blowjob.
Well, it says
She gave him a hug after.
That's police speak for blowjob. Put her hand
She gave him a hug?
Yeah, she got him. She helped him get dressed and gave him a hug.
That was nice.
Oh, and he did
service.
He did give more, because it says Kraft then gave her a $100 bill plus another unidentifiable bill.
Wow, they didn't use a condom, which is very rare for a massage parlor, because it says he wiped up his cream afterwards.
Well, hey, let's also give some credit to this fucking old man here. He walks in this room at 10:59. At 11:13, she's already paid, and he's out the door.
And he blew a load.
That's 14 minutes. Yeah, that actually credit goes to this woman. So congrats to you, lady.
Well, Bob Kraft has shit going on.
Not all heroes wear capes.
I mean, that's 14 minutes of getting undressed, getting hard, getting a massage on your balls, getting your dick sucked, getting a towel wrapped around you, 2 hugs, a payment with a generous tip, and you're gone.
Time is
14
money.
minutes.
You know how long it takes him to take his cufflinks off? I mean, geez.
Oh, I'm sure this guy walked in a fucking 9-piece suit. That's impressive. This guy likes to spray, Robert Kraft. I might take back everything I'm saying.
This is why massage parlors have 30-minute sessions and hour sessions.
Well, this guy overpaid for a 15-minute
You always-
session.
yeah.
He left early on a 15-minute session. This is just icing on the cake for her. Plus a serious
And all
tip.
over his belly.
Surveillance on the scene. So then they just get him on his way out. Is that what happened? Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want it in your house. You just want to, go take a 13-minute drive.
Yeah, you want to take the Bentley for a spin.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. You want to take the fucking goddamn space shuttle out for a quick fucking
little
lap
getaway.
on the block. Honey, I'm taking the space shuttle to give a dick suck. Be back in 8 minutes. Yeah, but he has like a hot girlfriend. Because remember, he got busted with her. He was running lines with her for an acting audition. Does anybody recall that? That was wonderful because it's like some dumb like Showtime B movie,
gosh.
and she has her sugar daddy. Yeah, see that's his girlfriend.
Oh, that looks like his daughter.
Exactly, but she wants to be an actress. So there's some film that got out. I don't know how. She's basically recording her audition, and Robert Kraft is reading the lines.
I wonder if
with
they
her.
broke up. I wonder if they broke up after this.
That's it. Let's give this a minute because this is Robert Kraft in front of a green screen. Yeah, let's wait on ads. And then it got leaked by somebody that just they're like, I got to somehow release this thing because it's great. I mean, if you can imagine Robert Kraft acting, which you can't, and it's just as bad as you think. Wait till you see what a thespian/lesbian this
The
chick
owner of
is.
the New England
So this
Patriots.
is Kimmel
He's,
talking about
he
it.
is the co-star.
Lander, and I'm
That's his girlfriend, right?
auditioning for
Yeah.
Marilena.
Wow.
She's slating.
Okay, so that was all of Ricky. She's auditioning for a role in the upcoming Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn movie called The Internship, and she needed someone to help her read lines, and that someone that she got to help was billionaire NFL team owner Robert Kraft.
You were really good up there. I didn't mean that in a sexual way, but not that it wasn't erotic.
I am so embarrassed.
Well, now we're even, because dancing in front of you was one of the most embarrassing moments in my life.
No offense, but I get guys like you in my classes all the time.
So you don't even remember, which means we're not even. Only one way to fix that.
They have such chemistry.
It's just as terrible.
the
like
hell?
if anyway, he's destroying her chance at getting this audition.
But he gets the
Why are
bag.
they in front of a green screen is another great question for a movie like that. They just be so funny. You know why they're in a green screen? For people on the internet to fuck with them. How many videos of that with dinosaurs in the background must there be?
There has to be.
Oh, of course.
Of course,
Tosh was all
did
over
one.
it.
Of course, Tosh did one. He's so funny.
Where's Tosh been? Does he show up at the store?
I know
anymore?
Tiana just did a show with him in Vegas. I
He's
miss
at the
her.
store maybe once, twice a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's really rarely there.
I mean, like, dude, he doesn't interact with any of the comics.
I like how he got married and it broke like a year later, like on TMZ and everything.
Who did?
Tosh did?
Yeah, Tosh got married secretly, and then they broke it like a year later on TMZ.
To a girl or a guy?
Girl. Yeah. It's a good question, though.
Yeah. What's his girl look like?
Is that green screen?
Pull up Tasha's wife.
Is she hot?
I don't know. I don't know what she looks
got
like.
big dick.
Weird. He's doing a parody of Kraft's girlfriend right now.
Oh.
God, how did he make his money? Oil? Oh, is that right?
No.
Kraft food.
Johnny, pull
I
up
made that
Tasha's wife.
mistake.
I want to see what she looks like.
I mean, I'm sure she's not.
All right, white or black? What do you guys think?
Well, white.
White.
Oh,
I've
white.
seen her.
I'm going white.
I mean, black wouldn't surprise me, but
Or pull up Bob Kraft.
Latino, maybe?
No, I fell for that the other day. Yeah,
It's like real
He made all his money on macaroni and cheese.
It's,
It is
no,
real
that
estate.
is something else.
well, I'm sure he's made a lot of money in
cheese.
real estate. Because once you make money in real estate. But I'm saying how he originally became the B word.
Kraft isn't doing good. The company, the mac and cheese company.
They wrote it down, 15 bill.
Yeah. No one's buying mac and cheese anymore.
Why?
And they're cutting corners so that ketchup ain't as good as the other ketchups.
Did you see that Nike stock's down $1.1 billion?
Well, that's
since,
embarrassing.
Since Zion?
That is the most. When that shoe blew up, Jesus Christ.
I mean, and you know how much the NBA is rock hard for Zion to get into the league. They're even talking about moving the draft age to 18.
Oh, they're going to.
Yeah.
But now what they're going to do is do it.
And like, this has nothing to do with Zion. I'm like, my dick, it doesn't. Because you'd already be making, you're already looking at how much money you'd be making this year if Zion was in the NBA. And you're like, how can we fix this in case this comes around again?
Well, the biggest thing is that they're trying to figure out a way to judge, to find a way to see who's ready for the league. Because not every kid who can play in the league is ready for the league.
Of course. There'll be rules and kind of things you have to be able to go through to do it.
By the way, he was wearing Paul George's shoes.
Which apparently are one of apparently that style of shoe is one of the most common worn by players.
Yeah.
Whatever that Air Force.
What they
Blue or
realize
whatever
is
it's
that
called.
he's so big. Like, think about the guys his weight. They don't make those cuts.
No.
And that shoe just was like, so the guy that it happened to and the person who made the shoe made no money in this game. And the people, everybody who thinks Coach K is a good guy, just know he's just as much of a scumbag as everybody else who makes money off these fucking kids. Okay? Coach K isn't any better. Zion Williams got busted asking other colleges for fucking cash, but somehow he goes to Coach K where he's going to sit for 6 months.
Here's the Tripoli we know.
Right? He's going to sit there for 6 months and he's going to fucking do it for the love of being part of a Duke. No, they just like John Wooden at UCLA, totally fucking paid for players. He just didn't want to know anything about it.
Wait, let's cut out the middleman. What school doesn't do it?
Right, but this notion that Coach K and Nick Saban are fucking running these clean programs when they constantly get busted and nothing happens to them. But these other schools get fucking pounded on. What's going on in Arizona is no different than what's going on at Duke. But why is Arizona getting fucking pounded on?
Or even with
Because there's concrete evidence.
No, there's concrete evidence that Duke is doing it. They just kill it. They just kill it because these televisions need these fucking brands. So it creates this unlevel playing field.
Sam, what did you think of Jerry Sandusky as a defensive coordinator?
He was great. I mean, he really knew how to fucking shut it down.
He was
wide receivers.
He was my favorite Catholic priest.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
No, I think
fuck him, fuck them, fuck Duke.
What
fuck
kind of-
Duke? Oh, by the way, Rick Pitino might be UNLV's new coach. Boom!
He fucks children.
Rick Pitino?
Uh-huh.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
They bury it.
Jason, sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
But going back to Zion, he's wearing Paul George's shoes, and Paul George had one of the nastiest injuries in the history of the NBA. And it's just the irony of that. It's so weird.
Dude, I love this guy.
So,
Irony.
So you think Nike's going to have to ante up and pay big money for Zion now? Like the recovery, the comeback. I mean, they're going to give him a lifetime contract, don't you think? Or does Adidas come in there? Or does British Knights make a deal?
BK, come back.
Dude, by the way, I was the first one to wear BKs at my high school, and everybody went crazy, so I
did
thought
I.
I was a taste creator, right?
Yeah.
So then went and bought another pair of sneakers nobody's ever heard of, and they just shit on me. Look at those dumb fucking sneakers. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess
Hey, so do you guys, anybody else on board?
What?
Yeah, I'm totally on board.
Yeah,
bro.
we're on board, dude.
Fuck
Anybody
yeah.
else on
We're
board
in.
with
We're in.
Nike sabotaging Zion's shoes
Why?
No.
Yeah, why would
to
they?
drop his plummet?
What?
Why would they do that
To
though?
drop his stock plummet.
It's off for what?
That's not a phrase.
He's something
man.
about sock
So they can try and
puppet?
keep him in school.
Stock plummet.
No, they're not going to try to keep him in school. They want him to the NBA.
Yeah, they can't make money off of him until he leaves.
I mean, I could go with you. They sabotage it because they want to get rid of the one and done and get these kids ready to leave.
Yeah, that's what
That
I'm
makes
talking
no
about.
sense.
Okay, that's
though.
not what you were talking
Am I
about.
the
at
only
all.
one
You
that-
actually talk about the opposite
But that
of
also makes no sense. Either which way of those scenarios, they're only hurting themselves out of money.
Am I the only one concerned about his
I
education?
could see if they heard a rumor that he was about to sign with Adidas in 5 months. I could see that if they heard a rumor he's about to sign with Adidas in 5 months and try to blow his knee out. But they're only hurting themselves out of hundreds of millions of dollars.
Sexually.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. Because who's he going to sign with? I mean, 100% he's going to sign with Nike until now. And even now, I could see why Nike would really want to sign him with this big makeup campaign or something.
Oh, dude. He just, you could throw another probably 200 mil on that deal if Nike does it.
Yeah.
Listen, we want to
That's what I
sign you
mean.
for
We'll
200
make it the
mil.
funniest
We feel
thing.
bad.
Yep.
Here's another 200 mil.
And then Skechers just jumps in, signs him.
What if he goes with Under Armour?
What if he goes with flip-flops?
What if he goes to Big Baller brand?
He should go with flip-flops.
Crocs. Crocs.
Let me ask you, do you think Zion's so big he could make Big Baller a real thing?
No.
I mean, or would they?
I think the
or
love
would
of
the lizard
Zion-
people conspire to stop.
I think the love of Zion is less than the hatred of the Ball family, especially the father.
Thoughts, sportsman.
Well, I didn't hear the question, so
What do the numbers say?
What are the numbers saying about Zion's love versus the Ball family hate?
well, let's just we got to go back in history. Like look at Thomas Jefferson. Good example.
Right, a slave owner.
Slave owner. He watched his land and overlooked his land.
Okay.
And the people that worked for him at the time, you could say
Weren't
it's
paid.
like
Paid,
it's
they
like
didn't get
they didn't get
paid.
They weren't
paid. It's
paid.
like it was like a draft to them,
Yeah.
And they would love to have shoes.
Yeah.
They used to have to just work with no shoes on.
Are you trying to say that Zion is the descendant of Thomas Jefferson's slaves?
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Are
That's
you
one of the
saying-
best points I've ever heard
Wait,
on this
who's
show.
Thomas
Best
Jefferson?
points I've ever heard.
Who's Thomas Jefferson? The NBA or college basketball or Nike?
They're
Who's-
Nike.
Nike is a slave owner,
Yeah.
No, I mean,
but he's not playing. Nike wants to pay him. Duke doesn't.
Look.
College basketball might be the slave owner.
Boom, Jayson Thibault, crystal clear. That was our crystal clear moment of the day. I just made up a segment.
Get you.
Can we get a LeBron James and how much he sucks and how much I'm enjoying this? Hey, LeBron, don't bring that Cleveland bullshit to Tinseltown, okay? That might work in the fat bottom girl land, okay?
Hey.
Where rock and roll came from and fat white chicks, all right? But not in Tinseltown. Don't pull that shit. You think you're a fucking shark? It might work in your little pond you call Cleveland,
enough.
where the fucking momos run, okay? I never met a guy from Cleveland that wasn't a momo,
Hey, dude,
okay?
you're sitting across from one.
What?
whoa.
True.
So- Am I working
Drew
your
Carey
list?
seems
What?
nice.
Did he have, dude? Yeah, that's called stuffing. That's called stuffing your stats while the rest of your team fucking wilts on the vine.
Do the Lakers make the playoffs? Sam Tripoli, go.
No.
Nope.
They hate him, by the way. They're not gonna, dude. It's actually probably for them like, fuck this guy, fuck this dude.
Why aren't they giving coverage to the Milwaukee Bucks right now?
They are. He's in the lead now for MVP.
They will during playoffs, but it's who gives a fuck about them? They're good. They'll be
They're
fun to watch
good,
in the
but are
playoffs.
they great?
I think LeBron is just damaging the Lakers, chemistry. I think he's just jumped in there and ruining everything.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
What do you think about LeBron?
Apparently, we have
Cousin
Nick
Jim?
Nolte on the line.
Hi, Nick Nolte. What's your thoughts on LeBron James
Here's your
or Brody
goddamn
Stevens?
dinner, Reggie. Yeah.
This is Vance Auto Parts.
Hey, dude.
Is this Jeb?
Hey, this is Vance. Oh yeah. Hey, what y'all know about professional?
How?
hula
Stop. How many characters do you play that you couldn't remember what character? Now, do you call them multiple shows as different characters, and now you just you thought you were Lance, but now
Is this a paid caller?
no, this is not a paid caller, Chad.
It's cousin Jeb, guys.
This is cousin Jeb.
All right.
It's Ari's cousin.
It's Ari's cousin, his redneck cousin, who jerks off to his redneck cousins.
His
So
it's his-
get your characters straight when you call into our show, dog.
It's
This
his-
is a very sad day, so we don't have time for fuck ups.
I know, man. I was going to tell y'all my condolences, but I got a little carried away because I was going to tell y'all about this hula hooper at the goddamn restaurant, boys.
Okay, go on.
Okay, before we get into this, did you just say you had to talk about a hula hooper at a goddamn restaurant?
Now, is it possible that this restaurant is not Cracker Barrel?
Is it possible this restaurant is not a restaurant at all, but either a schoolyard or a strip club?
It's Hooters, guys. He's talking about Hooters. Hula hoops became popular in 1958. A lot of people don't know
Whoa,
that.
fun facts by
Numbers
Sportsman. Sportsman fun facts.
So wait. How can we just skip over the hula hooper
I'm
in
looking
a
at
restaurant?
Brian Redban right now.
What?
Hey, Chad, are we doing a fucking show right now?
What's going on?
I was just looking at.
Get in there. You literally stopped the show to look at a Periscope. Sit down. God damn. I'm just trying to run a professional show here dedicated to our friend dying, and you're telling me about Periscopes?
Cousin
Go
Jeb,
on,
please,
Cousin
yeah.
Jeb. Sorry about that. Chad doesn't realize the power of your calls.
How bad does your guys' microphone
Go on.
smell?
Like ass.
Yeah,
Go
this
on.
one smells.
Go on.
Yeah, hell, man, it was just a little Christmas party for that shit restaurant. I don't even know how the goddamn thing's still running, but this bitch comes in with them little Princess Leia buns or whatever on her head.
Sure.
And she's carrying that hula hoop, and I was like, what the fuck is this bitch carrying that for? Well, boy, that bitch got some goddamn obliques like Brad Pitt, too. She'd let that motherfucker hover about 2 inches on the ground and bring it right back up.
Wow.
So the big mystery was, what is she doing with that hula hoop? The answer was hula hooping?
Now, how old was she? Obviously 18, right?
Gotta see how this gonna
Well,
unfold, man. Sky's the limit.
That pussy is prime grade. I think she's maybe 21, 22
Okay,
max, but,
cool. I
you know,
can enjoy this conversation.
Yeah, she can serve alcohol, but hell, her boyfriend just cheated on her with her best friend, so I think it's and I don't have to tell y'all, but it's been. I'm overdue for some pussy, I guess you could say.
You really are. You really are.
What's her best friend, a sword swallower?
Hell, I don't know, but she wouldn't need to swallow a sword. If she could just swallow about half a cucumber, she'd be good with me.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Well, no, listen to this. Cutting the bullshit. Y'all gonna be up in New York this summer for Skank Fest?
Yeah, I believe all of us will be there.
Oh, yeah, I got to reply to that email.
No. Well, guess what? I'm going to be there, too. And guess what else? That's the highest concentration of prostitutes in Brooklyn, because I'm going to get me some pussy up there. I'll be goddamn.
Yeah, I have a feeling we won't be seeing you at any of the shows.
Yep.
Brooklyn prostitutes. Never had that.
I wouldn't trust
Yeah.
that to save my life.
Sounds annoying.
Did we lose him? He's quiet. Hang up. Thank you, Jed. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate your kind words about Brody. Did he even say anything about
Are
Brody?
you watching the fights? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we're watching the fights. Let's watch them together, holding hands.
Okay.
What the hell?
I'll be down.
Why is Chad walking in
It's
the
a gr-
penalty box?
He's just got that anxiety, bro. The penalty box gives him anxiety,
Hey,
even though it only smells like him over there.
Yeah. Chad, don't make him reset it, dude. Please sit down in the penalty box. These are the rules, dude.
Focus on your podcast.
Focus on your podcast.
Wait,
I'm tapped out.
Yeah, this has been fucking rough. It's rough. It's rough.
Let's end with Chad in the penalty box. Shall we do that, guys?
Yeah, but he has to start the next show at 2 minutes and 28 seconds in.
I'm down. All right, man. This has been a really rough one. Brian, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Please come back and
thanks for having
better,
me, guys.
Better chances. Johnny, fucking you over there.
Sam, did you plug my gigs?
No. No. You're in the penalty box, bro. You're in the penalty box. Chad, you know what? You're getting better. You only did 3 times this time. You're doing so much better. Guys, it's been a pleasure. We will talk soon. And thank you guys. Support the show. Support our sponsors. Support everything.
Please donate to Brody's thing, too, if you have
donate to it.
extra
Where is
money. It's going to go to
and if
his mother cover all the costs that she has.
Right now they've asked that it goes to a mental health. The family has expressed they want that to there. It's a long story.
And come to the show on the 5th.
Type in Christy Stevens Cream Pie. And that's Brody's porn name.
Stop.
No.
Stop. Okay, you just put it in. What?
Christy Stevens Cream Pie.
But why is I know Christy Stevens.
You
Why?
do know Christy
Yeah,
Stevens?
I do.
You know that's Brody's ex-fiance.
Shut up.
Yeah, they were married, or ex-wife.
No,
she took his name.
You're just talking out your ass. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I love you guys. That's what you get for this sports. That's what you get. Guys, take care. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Love you, Brody.
Let's all take a picture.